Hello and welcome. The easiest way to solve this equation for real values of x is to start with a substitution. We are going to call the quantity inside the bracket y. So we have that x squared plus 7x plus 6 is equal to y. Now from the original equation, you can see that y squared plus 7y plus 6 is equal to x. Now, to find a simple relationship between x and y, let us subtract the second equation from the first equation. On the left-hand side, we have x squared minus y squared, then plus 7x minus 7y. 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. And on the right-hand side, we have y minus x. Now, when you look at these two terms, you will see the difference of two squares, and you know how we factorize this. This can be factorized as x minus y multiplied by x plus y. When you look at these two terms, you will see a common factor, which is 7. So we have plus 7 into 7x divided by 7 is going to give us x, and minus 7y divided by 7 is going to give us minus y. Now let us move these two terms over to the left-hand side. When we do that, we have plus x and minus y, and of course, we have 0 left on the right-hand side. Now look at these three terms. You will see a common factor, which is x minus y. So we can still factorize. Now, when we do that, we have x minus y into, when you divide this first term by x minus y, you are left with x plus y. When you divide the second term by x minus y, you are left with plus 7. And of course, when you divide the third term by x minus y, you are left with plus 1. And this is equal to 0. Now from here we have that x minus y multiplied by x plus y plus 8 is equal to 0. And of course, you know that when the product of two items is equal to 0, then we have that either x minus y is equal to 0 or x plus y plus 8 is equal to 0. From here, we have that x is equal to y. And from here, we have that y is equal to minus 8 minus x. Now, we go back to the original substitution. Remember that y is equal to x squared plus 7x plus 6. But now we have found that x is equal to y. So that simply means that x is equal to x squared plus 7x plus 6. And in this case, we have that minus 8 minus x is equal to x squared plus 7x plus 6. So the two quadratic equations that we have to solve to find all the values of x that satisfy the original equation are this and that. Now, in this first case, when we rearrange this quadratic equation, we have x squared plus 7x minus x plus 6 is equal to 0. 7x minus x is going to give us 6x. So we have x squared plus 6x plus 6 is equal to 0. Now we cannot solve this quadratic equation by factorization, so let us solve it by completing the square method. Of course, the first thing we are going to do is to move this over to the right. When we do that, we have x squared plus 6x is equal to minus 6. Now, we divide the coefficient of x, which is 6, by 2. square it and add to both sides of the equation to complete the square on the left. What is half of 6? 3. So we have x squared plus 6x plus 3 squared. And this is equal to minus 6 plus 3 squared is 9. Now, here we have a perfect square. We take one x, we take one 3, we square, and this is equal to 9 minus 6, which is equal to 3. Now we take square root of both sides of this equation. When we do that, we have that x plus 3 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 3. And when we subtract 3 from both sides of this equation, we have that x is equal to minus 3 plus or minus the square root of 3. So we have found two values from this first equation. And in the second case, when we rearrange this quadratic equation, we have x squared plus 7x plus x plus 8 plus 6 is equal to 0. We have x squared, 7x plus x is 8x. 8 plus 6 is 14, and this is equal to 0. Once more, we cannot solve this quadratic equation by factorization, so let us solve it by completing the square. We move this over to the right. We have x squared plus 8x is equal to minus 14. We divide the coefficient of x by 2, square it, and add to both sides. We have x squared plus 8x plus 4 squared is equal to minus 14 plus 4 squared is 16. Once more, we have a perfect square on the left. So we take one x and we take one 4 and we square. And this is equal to 16 minus 14, which is 2. Now, we take square root of both sides of this equation. When we do that, we have that x plus 4 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 2. And subtracting 4 from both sides of this equation, we have that x is equal to minus 4 plus or minus the square root of 2. So from this equation, we have the other two values of x that satisfy the original equation. All in all, we now have all the 4 values that satisfy this equation. We have minus 3 plus or minus root 3 and minus 4 plus or minus root 2. And with that, we come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. If you enjoy such content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a thumbs up to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and you can see more videos here.